Hello, and I am here for the very last one of these is interviews for my RPG week. This one isn't so much of an interview because it's about my games, so I'm just going to be telling you about them. So once again, I'm Lindsey Dwyer. I am the geek girl at Keller Williams Mountain to Sound. I put on these RPG weeks because it's a great way for me to meet people and kind of mesh my friend groups together, try different games, get other people to try different games. It's just a bunch of different stuff that we can do to have fun together in new and interesting ways. I've been playing role-playing games since I was about, let's see, since 2008 would be the year. I've been running games for just as long. I started with Dungeons & Dragons 4th edition, of all things, and I still have a very soft spot in my heart for that system. For the running the games, it was also 4th edition, and I play all sorts of systems now. I am primarily right now running a Pathfinder 2e game and a 1e game, ready to leave the 1e game behind because I love the rules for 2e a lot more. And I do love running one-shots for a lot of these smaller systems. So I am running 3 games for the RPG week. I'm running Pelaniki Glade, which is a root role-playing game one-shot. Sundered Waves, which is a Pathfinder 2nd edition, and Those Summer Nights, which is Monsterhearts 2. So each of these systems are a little bit different. I'm actually not going to go into detail on the root role-playing game or Pathfinder 2nd edition because the root game is almost full at this point, and the Pathfinder 2nd edition game is full, so I cannot take any new players. Monsterhearts, though, I love this system. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse game, which means that it is all about narrative and really leaning into archetypes and tropes. So you'll be playing various high schoolers that are monsters as well. So think the paranormal craze that happened back when I was in high school, at least, so back in the 2000s, vampires, werewolves, but it gets even more in depth than that. And I'm actually going to be setting this game in 1996 to have more of a tech-free vibe to it. My particular game master style is that I really love being the fan of my players. I want you to succeed almost all the time, but I also want there to be so much drama and so much fun and chaos that we sometimes have to take a break to laugh, or sometimes there's those moments of just like heartache. I love finding ways to get everyone involved too. I am very cognizant of which players are really um, wanting to step out and into the game and those who are too afraid to. So finding narrative hooks so that you can actually latch onto the game and really enjoy it in whatever way is most comfortable for you. The hook for this adventure is that for those summer nights, for Monsterhearts 2, not for the other games, just for those summer nights, is that beach towns come alive in summer. But what if the season never ended? So what's going to happen is that you're going to find out more about this town as you sort of build it and the other characters in it. It's another thing that Monsterhearts 2 does, is that you build the world around you collectively at the beginning of the game, which is one of the most fun parts of how this world comes together. So the town of Potter's Neck used to change with the seasons, like normal towns, normal seasons. Summers would bring vacationers, and autumn rain would wash away all the signs of the visitors. But suddenly, one time that stopped, and nobody remembers what happened. So you're all going to be teens figuring out what happened, and how does that affect your goals? How does it affect your summer? Maybe it's stirring some kinks in a romance that you have, or maybe it's extending a romance that you have. What if it's someone from out of town who's stuck there? But and so you want to keep them there as long as you can. There's lots of options there for all of you to play with. I'm very excited. This one's not using a virtual tabletop. We will be just using Discord and video. Um, there's only going to be D6s involved, so you don't need to have a tabletop. It's all theater of the mind. I'm very excited for this game. And that I think that covers everything. Please ask your questions in the comments. I am happy to talk with you more about this game or any of the others during the week. Um, Thank you for watching this. Once again, the sign up is at summer.geekgirlre.com, which is summer.geekgirlre.com. And I will see you all in the game.